Are you freaking kidding me?
It's late. Let's talk about it in the morning.
I'm supposed to go to sleep now?
Well, I would have told you sooner, but you were so upset about the store, and I didn't want to make things worse.
You've been hiding this from me for months.
See? Worse.
You're working for a guy you used to sleep with.
Yeah, used to. Before I met you, before we got married, before we had a baby, before I knew the true magic of making love to my soulmate.
Oh, give me a break.
Well, what am I supposed to do, Georgie?
Simple, don't work there.
No! No, this has been my dream for as long as I can remember, and I'm not walking away from it.
Then I guess you're picking him over me.
I am picking my career, which I thought you supported.
Oh, so if I worked with an old girlfriend, you'd be okay with it?
Of course.
All right, then. I have some phone calls to make.
God, you are being so childish.
There it is. Every time we get in a fight, you use my age against me. FYI, I'm not a teenager anymore.
Oh, calm down. You turned 20 like a month ago.
I'm out of here.
Right. Of course. Because every time we have a fight, you run away.
If I don't, I might say something I regret.
Like what?
You are what my mother would call a Jezebel.
Do you even know what that means?
I get the gist.
Can I say something?
Oh.
You can't let Georgie's immaturity dictate your goals and dreams.
Oh. I retract the groan.
I mean it. You've worked hard for this. And the fact that you dated Scott is irrelevant.
Right.
No matter how wealthy his parents are.
Ugh.
You know it's true.
I do. Still, I should have told Georgie sooner.
Why? Because a few months ago he would have been fine with this?
No.
Exactly. This isn't about you. It's about him being insecure.
God, he's so judgmental. It's like he's never made a mistake.
I'm off.
Here's your coffee.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you too.
Really? You're not gonna say anything?
You see that? That's how you stay married for 35 years.
All right, well, let's get into some backstory, somebody's, okay? So, Mandy went back into the workforce because she was kind of overspending, and at some point, Georgie just let her know, hey, this is going to happen. You have to go get a job. So, she went and actually applied for what her lifelong goal was with a career, which is she's a weather girl for a local TV station, and the person that runs the TV station, yes, was an ex-boyfriend. All right? Now, there's been things going on personally, a rough patch between Georgie and the father, Mandy's father, because he's looking to sell his auto shop, and the father said that he was going to sell it to Georgie, but somebody else came in with a little more money, so Georgie's stressed about that. So Mandy thought in her head, okay, I'm not going to say anything right now, and it's been months. And finally, Mandy mentioned it, and I think, in my head, Georgie's reaction is the right one, because I don't think in any situation, hearing that you work for an ex is going to put a smile on anyone's face, right? Now, there's two camps, obviously. Let's talk about the two camps. The one camp is, oh, I love my wife. More importantly, I trust my wife, so I have nothing to worry about, right? Okay. For all of you over there, this video is probably not going to be for you as much, but hey, stay tuned. Love to see the view. Now, for the other camp that sees it as, wait, you're going to work for somebody that you were intimate with? No, that just doesn't vibe. I don't care how much I trust you. I don't trust the other guy, okay? Because I'm a guy, and I know how I think, all right? Because we all know, fellas, you know, that all you're doing is hanging around, right? You get that one last ride. We all know. So, yeah, this is not a good situation, especially if you keep it from your spouse, which Mandy did for months, thinking it was the right thing to do. So, you have to definitely, Jay always says it, communicate, effective communication, because what do the vows say that are spoken at the altar? For better or worse. It's always much easier to be around when it's better, right? But the worse is what connects you and keeps you together and lets you know that you two belong together because you can work through these things. And that's what it's about. Now, the end scene, when the mom was telling the daughter, and okay, the mom makes points, okay, because this is Georgie's insecurities. All right, and who among us doesn't have any insecurities? Maybe Jay doesn't, look at him, but otherwise, who doesn't? Really? It's even a split-second thought, like, really? But otherwise, if you can move forward, communicate, talk it out, so be it. And if you can continue your marriage and have that trust and have that faith in your spouse, beautiful. But the mom was on point. This is Georgie's hang-up. And maybe he needs to talk to somebody else, maybe a professional. Put a referee in there. You got to handle all your hang-ups, or at least talk about them together. And the final scene, which let us know in the comment section what you think about this, when the dad was coming in, because dad knows the situation, obviously, and he didn't want to comment on his daughter's situation with Georgie. What did the mom say? That's how you stay married for 35 years. There is truth to this, isn't there, fellas? Because if you speak about it, even if you think you're saying the right thing and supporting your wife or supporting the person that you're going to comment on, sometimes it doesn't matter. Even if you said the right thing. Am I wrong, fellas? Come on now. So it's best, for the time being, walk away, all right? And if you come back sometime and your spouse wants to talk about it, then let them bring it up. Hell, here's a tip. Let them lead you, okay? That is the safest route. You actually have to hear them and listen for the cues, because the women will put it there. They are leading you into what you should say to get out of this, especially if it's not that big of a deal to you. All right, so you get a tip today in the video.
All right, so I'm gonna start by at the end with the husband, how he didn't say anything. For me, and I always say this, don't ask me a question if you don't want to hear the answer, because I'm most likely gonna say something you don't want to hear. So don't ask me a question I don't want the answer to. So that's number one. All right, so number two, let's get into the beginning of the video. I would need more detail. So I don't know how much detail the husband got from his wife about how long they were together. Was it a deep love, anything like that? I'm gonna need more information. So if they were together for a while, and my other question will be, is she gonna be working side by side with this guy? Will she see him at work every day? I would need the answer to that too, because if it's one of those work environments where he has to be there, even though he owns it, if she doesn't see him there every day or don't see him at all, I wouldn't have a problem with her working there. But if he's going to be there and constantly be around, I would have a problem, just because how do I know he's not trying to get back with her? That's just me. But yeah, a man have no problem trusting his wife. We don't trust the guy, because we already know how guys are. We have a one-track mind, and like I said, I would need more information, more detail. And she knew she was wrong based on how she didn't tell him when she first got the job, because she knew there's going to be an issue. So I got a problem with that just being lied to you. Like, why hide this? Because you're going to make the husband think, oh, you might have feelings for the other guy, or something might happen. Yes, the dude's probably insecure. I don't know if the other guy's better looking, more built, whatever the case may be, right? So she could have done a better job putting him at ease. But if he's insecure in that way, it wouldn't have mattered. But I think the lying did not help the situation either. But yeah, I'm like, how he did ask her the question, I always say, what if the roles were reversed? How would you feel? Now, if he had a banging ex as well, who he went to go work for, would she feel the same way? Now, what if that ex was trying to get back with him? Would you still feel the same way? So she can't say, oh no, it's fine, when it wouldn't be fine.